Hi guys, let's make New York style cheesecake today. We'll start by making the crust or the biscuit base. I'm using Unibic digestive biscuits here, but you can use any biscuits of your choice. Make sure that it doesn't contain any kind of cream in it. You may use a food processor to ground the biscuits and later on add melted butter and salt. Make sure the butter is completely melted. Now mix it properly and bring it to a dough consistency. I'll be using a 9-inch spring foam pan which is lined properly. You can also leave the lining, but I prefer lining for a better release of the cake. And also you have to cover the base of the pan with aluminium foil, which I'll tell you later why we are doing it. This biscuit base might be too much for some, so if you feel it is little too much for you, you can reduce the amount of biscuits and butter accordingly. Now we'll bake this at 160 degrees C for 12 to 15 minutes. So this cream cheese is homemade. And this sour cream as well. Both of these are homemade. I'll share YouTube videos on these, how to prepare these at home. I personally prefer the homemade ones because they are not so tangy and it gives a really nice flavor to the cake. Moving ahead, blend it properly so there are no lumps in the batter. We'll eventually add everything, not at once. Make sure the batter is very smooth and there are no lumps at all. I'll add the castor sugar in 2 parts so that it is properly mixed. Followed by a heavy cream and sour cream, both mixed together. Now mix everything properly. We are simply mixing it here, we are not whipping it or whisking it at all. Just mix everything together, that's all. Add in eggs. You will get a very smooth and nice batter which will give you a very creamy cheesecake. At last we'll add the cornstarch or corn flour. Now we'll add lemon juice. All the quantities and the entire recipe is mentioned in the description box below. add in the vanilla extract. Now this batter is ready. Make sure the biscuit base is completely cool. Pour in the batter. I'm using 9-inch spring foam pan. And I'm also using an oven safe glass tray to create water bath later in the oven. So now we'll bake the cake for 1 hour at 160 degrees C. Once it is baked, don't open the door of the oven. We have to keep the cake inside the oven for at least 1.5 hours more for resting. So it is 1 plus 1.5 hours in the oven. We are creating this water bath in the oven so that the top of the cake doesn't have any cracks and it is smooth. Once it is done, we have to keep it in the fridge for at least 5 to 6 hours so that it sets properly and comes out easily. So we are done here, and I hope you guys try this recipe and let me know how it comes out for you. If you have any doubts or questions, just put it in the comment section below. We'll cover everything in the next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.